So, hello everyone. Today we will be solving our problem of the day, and the name of the problem is pairs with difference k. So, let's see. So, we have an array of positive integers. Find the number of pairs of integers whose difference equals a given number k. A, B, and BA are considered the same. Also, the same numbers at different indices are considered different. In this question, our function will be having two parameters. First is our array ARR, and second will be our number k. And we have to find all the pairs in the array whose difference is equals to k, right? So let's understand this question with the help of a few examples. So let's imagine we have here 1 and 2, and the difference we have to find for is 1. So how many pairs we can see here with difference 1? So one pair is 1 2 and other pair is 2 1. But in the question it states that AB and BA are considered the same. So we can't take 1 2 and 2 1 separately. So we can't take same index multiple times. So the number of pairs here we have is only one with difference one. And like here, let's take one more example. Like here we have one, one, and two, and this difference is same, k equals to one, and the number of pairs that we can form is 1 2 and 1 2. So one pair can be found between the index 0 and 2, and other pair can be found between the index 1 and 2. Here if an element is occurring multiple times, we can take it multiple times, but a pair can't be taken as its reverse, right? Here we can't take 2 1, but as in this example 1 was occurring multiple times, so we can take it multiple times. Here we have an example. Let's see how many pairs we can form in this example. One pair can be formed is 1 5, 1 3, 1 4, and 1 2. Now from 5 we can form 5 3, 5 4, 5 2, and now from 3 we can form 3 4, 3 2, and the last one is 4 2. So the given difference we have is k equals to 3. So let's see how many pairs we formed have a difference 3. One pair is this 1 4, and the other pair is this 5 2. So we have a total of two pairs which are having difference of 3. So the answer of this example of this test case will be 2. The one method we can use to solve this problem is our brute force approach. We can find all the pairs and we can check whether the difference of these pairs is equals to k or not. If we found a pair whose difference is k, we will be incrementing our counter, and at the last we will be returning our counter. This is our naive approach. So what we have done, we are running two for loops, and with the help of these for loops we are finding all the pairs. So first for loop we are running from 0 to n, and other for loop we are running from I plus 1 to n. What we are doing here, we are finding all the pairs and checking whether the difference between any pair is equals to k. If any pair is having difference of k, we are incrementing our counter, which we have initiated at 0, and at last we are returning our counter. So it's a simple method, it's a simple naive approach, right? We will be taking all the pairs and checking whether their difference is k or not. If their difference is k, we are incrementing our counter. So now what will be the time complexity of this solution? The time complexity of this solution will be O of n square, right? As we are running two for loops and each for loop is running n times. We have two nested for loops here, and each for loop is running n times. So the time complexity of the solution will be O of n square, and we can surely optimize this solution. So what we can use to optimize this solution? We are going to use hash map to optimize this solution. We will be storing all the frequency of all the elements we have in the hash map, and we are checking for each element if there is any number which has occurred previously whose difference gives me the k, like the difference between my current element and the previously occurred elements give me k. If there's any number exists, we will be checking how many pairs can be formed between our current number and the previous number, and we will be adding it to our counter. Let's see the code. So here what we have done, initially we have created a counter, and here's our map, and we are inserting the frequency of all the elements in our map. And here we can have two conditions. First condition is when our k is equals to 0, right? If the difference we have to find for is 0. If we have a difference of 0 and we have to find all the pairs whose difference is zero. Then all the elements that are occurring multiple times will be forming a pair whose difference is zero. What we can do here is, we will, as we have stored the frequency of all the elements in our map, we will be checking if the frequency of our current element is greater than 1 or not. If it is 1, then we are doing it dot second into it dot second minus 1 by 2. Now what is this? Let's have a look. Right? If we have an array 1, 1 and 1, and we have to find all the pairs with difference 0. So how many pairs can be formed? So number of pairs can be formed here is 3 into 2 divided by 2, right? Which will give us 3. One is this, another pair is this, and another pair is this. Total 3 pairs, right? And similarly, if we have n ones, the number of pairs will be formed between them will be n into n minus 1 by 2. Similarly, that we have done here, we are finding how many elements have occur multiple times, and we are doing the frequency of that element into the frequency minus 1 of that element divided by 2. And if our difference that we have to find pairs for is greater than 0, then what we are doing, we are finding if it dot first minus k exists in map or not. Like, if the difference I have to find for is 2 and I have 5 here, my current IT pointer is pointing at 5, then I'll be finding 5 minus 2 in the map, I'll be finding 3. And like, imagine if my 5 appears 4 times and my 3 appears 3 times, then how many pairs will be formed between 5 and 3? The 5 and 3 will be forming frequency of 5 into frequency of 3. If 5 and 3 are forming pairs, then the number of pairs they will be forming is will be equal to frequency of 5 into frequency of 3, which will be 4 into 3 equals to 12. So we have done the similar thing here. We are incrementing our count by it dot second. It dot second will be giving us the frequency of current iterator, right? Our it will be pointing at our current element, and mp of it dot first minus k will be giving us frequency of other element, right? Like in this case, we have taken 3. It will be giving us the frequency of 3 if our it is 5 and the difference is 2. So at the last, outside the for loop, we are returning our count. Our count will be storing the final answer that we have to return. This was the question. This was today's problem of the day. I hope you all understood it completely. Thank you for watching.